Don't wait up. I'm getting drinks with someone who actually knows how to have fun, she said while texting the guy from her gym. I didn't ask questions. I just packed my stuff and left the key. Now his wife found out, exposed everything, and she's begging me to talk. Hey viewers, before we move on to the video, please make sure to subscribe to the channel and hit the like button if you want to see more stories like this. Thanks. Hey Reddit, I'm Alex, 34, and up until about a year ago, I thought I had a pretty solid thing going with Sarah, my girlfriend of 5 years. We'd been living together in our apartment in the city for 3 of those, and I was the definition of committed. I work as an IT consultant, steady job, good pay, nothing flashy but reliable. Sarah, 32, is in marketing, always hustling for that next promotion, and she's got this obsession with fitness. She spends hours at the gym every week, posting those motivational selfies on social media, the whole deal. I supported it all. Hell, I paid for her premium gym membership because she said it helped her de-stress from work. I'd cook dinner while she was out, make sure the place was tidy, even skipped a couple of work trips because she didn't like being alone for too long. Looking back, there were signs, but I chalked them up to her being busy. She'd come home later and later, phone glued to her hand, giggling at texts. I'd ask how her day was, and she'd brush it off with, "Oh, just gym stuff." I trusted her. Why wouldn't I? I'd given up a lot for us. Flashback to 2 years ago. I turned down a killer job offer in another state because Sarah said she needed stability here to build her career. We can travel later, she promised. So I stayed, put my dreams on hold, and focused on making our life work. I planned surprise date nights, remembered her favorite coffee order, even helped her prep for job interviews. In return, she started pulling away. Conversations turned one-sided, intimacy dipped, and she'd compare me to these motivated people she met at the gym. "You should try HIIT classes, Alex. It'd spice things up," she'd say with this smirk, like I was some couch potato. I wasn't. I hiked on weekends, kept in shape, but it never seemed enough. Then came the night that cracked it all open. It was a Thursday, around 7 p.m. I was on the couch, scrolling through work emails, when Sarah came out of the bedroom all dressed up, tight jeans, makeup on point, hair done. Not her usual post-work sweats. Heading out. I asked casually. She didn't even look up from her phone, thumbs flying across the screen. "Yeah, don't wait up. I'm getting drinks with someone who actually knows how to have fun." She said it like it was nothing, but I caught a glimpse of the screen over her shoulder. The name Mike popped up with emojis and flirty crap like, "Can't wait to see you sweat outside the gym," winking face. Mike was this trainer she'd mentioned a few times, tall, ripped, the kind of guy who posts shirtless progress pics. My stomach dropped, but I didn't freak out. No yelling, no accusations. I just nodded and said, "Okay, have a good night." She grabbed her keys and left without a second glance. That was it. The betrayal hit like a freight train, but I sat there in the silence, piecing it together. All those late workouts, the sudden interest in new bars downtown, it wasn't subtle anymore. I felt like an idiot, replaying every sacrifice in my head. The time I covered her rent when she switched jobs, the weekends I spent helping her with presentations while she flirted online. It was emotional abandonment wrapped in physical cheating, and it stung. But I didn't call her, didn't text. Instead, I got up, pulled out a duffel bag, and started packing. Essentials only, clothes, laptop, important papers. I left the furniture, the shared stuff. Wrote a quick note on the counter. "Take care, Sarah. Keys here." Slid my apartment key under it and walked out. Crashed at a buddy's place that night. No explanations given. The confusion swirled. How had I been so blind? Was I really that boring? But I pushed it down. No dramatic confrontation. Just detachment. I needed space to breathe, to figure out who I was without her pulling the strings. The next morning, I changed my number temporarily, unfollowed her everywhere, and focused on logistics. Transferred utilities out of my name, canceled joint subscriptions quietly. It wasn't revenge, it was self-preservation. I sat with the unfairness for days, staring at the ceiling, wondering why loyalty got me here. But slowly, the silence helped. I started journaling, hit the gym myself, a different one, and even applied for that promotion I'd been eyeing. It was the start of something, but man, those early weeks were rough. The hurt lingered, but I didn't let it define me. Little did I know, her fun was about to implode spectacularly. The call started the next day. My phone buzzed while I was at work, Sarah's number. I let it go to voicemail at first, but curiosity got me. Her message was casual, like nothing happened. Hey, Alex, where'd you go last night? The apartment's empty. Call me back. No apology, no concern, just annoyed. I ignored it. A few hours later, text rolled in. This is stupid. Come home. Then more voicemails, escalating. By evening, she was pissed. I finally picked up when she called for the 5th time, figuring I owed myself closure, not her. Alex, what the hell? She snapped as soon as I answered. No hello, just straight to attack mode. I kept my voice even, sitting in my buddy's spare room with my stuff still in boxes. Sarah, I saw the text to Mike. I'm out. She laughed, actually laughed, this smug little chuckle that made my blood boil. Oh, come on. It's not what you think. Mike's just a friend from the gym. We were grabbing drinks to talk about training plans. You're overreacting as usual. Training plans with winky faces? At a bar? Yeah, okay. I didn't raise my voice, just stated facts. God, you're so paranoid. She shot back, her tone dripping with dismissal. We've been together forever, and yeah, things have been stale. You work all the time, come home, and just exist. Mike gets it. He's exciting, pushes me to be better. I deserve that, Alex. I deserve someone who knows how to have fun, not just pay bills and watch TV. There it was, the twisted logic. She was justifying cheating by blaming me for being stable. So this has been going on how long? I asked, not because I wanted details, but to hear her hypocrisy out loud. A pause, then she doubled down. A couple months? It's not serious. Emotional stuff, mostly. But honestly, you've been holding me back. I need space to grow, and Mike helps with that. You're safe. Boring safe. I thought you'd fight for us or something, not just bail like a coward. I almost laughed at that. Fight for us. After she texted another guy right in front of me? Sarah, there's nothing to fight for. You made your choice. We're done. Fine, she said, her voice turning icy and superior. You'll regret this. Mike's got his shit together, a real career, adventures. You'll be alone, wondering what happened. Don't come crawling back when you realize you can't do better. She hung up before I could respond. I blocked her number right then. No emotional outburst, no begging her to reconsider. Just calm acceptance. But inside, it wrecked me. The unfairness gnawed, the way she twisted our life into something I was at fault for. Flashback to last summer. I surprised her with tickets to a concert she wanted, but she bailed last minute for a gym event. Turns out, Mike was there. I'd sacrificed my social life, poured everything into us, and she repaid it with manipulation and disrespect. I spent the next few days in a fog, crashing on my friend's couch, replaying her words. Boring safe. Was that all I was? The confusion hit hard, doubts about my worth, wondering if I'd ever been enough. I didn't rant online or tell mutual friends. Just sat with it, letting the silence force me to reflect. Weeks turned into months. I got my own place, a small studio, nothing fancy but mine. Threw myself into work, landed that promotion I'd delayed for her. Started hiking more, joined a new gym across town, even picked up cooking classes. The emotional middle stretched out, nights alone, staring at old photos, feeling the abandonment. She'd emotionally discarded me long before that night, treating me like a backup while chasing thrills. It was humiliating, but I didn't lash out. Dignity meant rebuilding quietly. Rumors trickled in through shared acquaintances. Sarah had moved in with Mike pretty quick, posting couple pics, looking all happy. Our mutual friends defended her at first. She's just going through a phase, Alex. You two were great together. I nodded, didn't argue. Let them think what they wanted. But I knew the truth, and soon, so would everyone else. About 4 months after I left, the karma train derailed her world in spectacular fashion. I'd been keeping my head down, rebuilding piece by piece. My new studio apartment was sparse, but peaceful, no more walking on eggshells. The promotion at work came through, bumping my salary and giving me remote flexibility. I started hiking trails I'd always talked about but never prioritized because Sarah hated getting dirty. Joined a co-ed volleyball league through work, met some great people, including Emily, a graphic designer in another department. We hit it off as friends first, coffee chats turning into casual dates. She was straightforward, appreciative, the opposite of manipulative. For the first time in years, I felt seen, not like a backup plan. Internally, I was evolving. Those early post-breakup weeks had been brutal, sleepless nights questioning everything. Was I really boring? Had I wasted 5 years on someone who saw me as a stepping stone? The silence amplified the confusion, but it also clarified things. Flashback to our 3rd anniversary. I'd planned a weekend getaway, complete with her favorite wine and a playlist of our songs. She spent half the time on her phone, texting work friends. Now I saw it for what it was: emotional abandonment, chipping away at us while she built something else. I didn't dwell in bitterness, though. Therapy helped. A few sessions unpacked the hurt without turning me vengeful. Dignity meant moving forward, not looking back. Then the rumors hit. A mutual friend, Jake, texted me out of the blue. "Dude, you hear about Sarah?" I hadn't been seeking updates, but curiosity won. Turns out Mike wasn't just a gym trainer. He was married, with 2 kids. His wife, Lisa, found out about the affair through some damning texts and credit card charges for those drinks. She didn't go quietly. Lisa blasted it all over social media, screenshots of messages, timelines matching Sarah's posts, even tagged our shared circles. Homewrecker alert. One post read, with evidence that made Sarah look like the instigator. It went semi-viral in our local network. Friends shared it, workplaces buzzed. Sarah's marketing firm caught wind. Mike trained clients there, so it turned into a professional mess. She got let go for conduct unbecoming, or whatever corporate speak they used. Mutual friends who defended her flipped fast. "We had no idea," Jake said later. "She's spiraling, man." From what I pieced together, Mike dumped her immediately, blaming her for the fallout. "You ruined my family." He supposedly texted her, then blocked her. She was left alone in our old apartment, scrambling for rent without my half. Financially, she tanked. Gym obsession meant designer workout gear on credit, and now no job. Isolation set in. Friends distanced themselves after Lisa's exposure painted Sarah as the villain. It was outrageous how quickly it unraveled, but plausible in our interconnected world. I didn't gloat, didn't even check her profiles. Just noted it as justice served, letting the middle breathe. The unfairness I'd felt months ago faded into quiet satisfaction. I'd been loyal, sacrificed, and got discarded. Now she was tasting her own medicine. I focused on my arc rising. Emily and I made it official after a hike where we talked real, about past hurts, future goals. She didn't compare or manipulate. It was easy, genuine. Work thrived. I traveled for a conference, something Sarah always vetoed. The emotional freedom hit during a solo run one morning. No more wondering if I was enough. I was. The betrayal's sting dulled, replaced by clarity. Life without her wasn't just surviving, it was better. The attempt started subtly, about 6 months in. First, an email from a new address. Sarah must have gotten it from a mutual friend. "Hey Alex, hope you're well. Can we chat? Miss our talks." I deleted it without replying. Then text from an unknown number. "It's Sarah. Please, just hear me out." Blocked. Her desperation ramped up when the fallout deepened. No job leads, friends ghosting, bills piling. The first real push came via her sister, Karen, who I'd always found pushy and unpleasant. Karen called from her number one evening while I was cooking dinner with Emily. I answered, thinking it might be important. "Alex, it's Karen. You need to talk to Sarah. She's a mess because of you." I stayed calm, chopping veggies. "Karen, this isn't my issue. We're over." She huffed, toxic as ever. "Oh, please. You left like a ghost. No warning, no nothing. Now her life's ruined. Mike's wife went nuclear, and Sarah's got nothing. You owe her closure at least." Family sticks together, even exes. Family. She cheated. Karen. I don't know anything. Emily raised an eyebrow from across the room, but I kept it composed. Karen got nastier. "You're heartless. She made one mistake. Come over, talk it out. She's crying every day." "No. Goodbye." I hung up. No sympathy stirred. It revealed their dynamic, enablers all around. A week later, Sarah escalated. She showed up at my building unannounced, buzzing the intercom relentlessly. I let her up, figuring a face-to-face shutdown was needed. She looked rough, hair messy, eyes puffy, nothing like the polished gym queen. Her mom was with her, this stern woman who'd always criticized my safe job. Alex, thank God. Sarah started, voice shaky but manipulative. I need to explain. Mike was a rebound, stupid. His wife exposed everything, screenshots, lies about me. I'm broke, alone. Friends ditched me. Please, let's try again. We were good once. Her mom chimed in, unpleasant and demanding. Young man, you can't just abandon her like trash. Fix this. She's family. I stood in the doorway, arms crossed, detached. Sarah, you said I was boring, holding you back. You chose Mike for fun. Looks like you got it. She teared up, desperate now. I was wrong. I see that. You were stable, loving. I missed that. Can I come in? We can work through this. No, I said firmly. You've got your consequences. Handle them. Her mom snapped. Selfish prick. She deserves better than your cold ass. Sarah flipped then, true colors emerging. Fine. Ignore me like the coward you are. You'll regret this when I'm back on top. They stormed off, her anger masking the hypocrisy. She'd discarded me, now raged at rejection. The peak came in voicemails and texts from burners. Sweet at first. Alex, I love you still. Let's meet. Then angry. You think you're better now? Enjoy your lonely life. Friends she'd roped and called too, but most apologized after. Sorry, man. We see her now. It was a power reversal, her unraveling while I stayed unmoved. No emotional outburst from me, just boundaries. The desperation highlighted how far I'd come. She was powerless, irrelevant. The final nail came at Jake's wedding 8 months post-breakup. I'd RSVP'd yes, knowing Sarah might be there. Mutual circle, but I wasn't hiding. Emily came as my +1. We were solid by then, talking future. The venue was this elegant garden spot, string lights and all. I arrived polished, new suit, confident stride. Spotted Sarah across the room during cocktail hour, alone, dressed ill-fitting, nursing a drink. Her downfall was on display. Gaunt, isolated amid whispers from guests who'd seen Lisa's posts. She approached during a lull, cornering me near the bar. Desperation peaked, voice low but frantic. Alex, please. I didn't expect to see you here looking happy. Mike's gone, job's gone, everything's shit because of his wife's lies. Help me. I need a loan, or just talk. I realize what I lost. You were the best thing. I sipped my drink, calm and evolved. Mirror her logic back. You said you deserved fun, someone exciting. Mike fit that, right? But now it's my fault. She faltered, hypocritical. No, I was dumb. Stable is what I need. We can rebuild. Upgrade moment. Emily walked up, linking arms. Everything okay? Sarah's eyes widened, seeing the replacement. Me thriving, her replaced. Fine, I said to Emily. Then to Sarah, firm and definitive. You've got your life, Sarah. I've built mine. Promotion, travel, someone who values me. You're irrelevant now. Enjoy the wedding. No sympathy, no care for her well-being. I turned away, leaving her stunned as guests murmured. She texted once more that night. Asshole. Blocked for good. Update. Wedding was a blast. Emily and I are planning a trip. Sarah? Haven't thought about her since. Life's too good. Thanks for watching. Make sure to subscribe to the channel and hit the like button. What do you think about this story? Share it in the comments.